Entrance in. Not quite the same as the Kokugikan in Tokyo. That's very much a specialist sumo place. It does host other things apart from sumo, but the sumo roof, the hanging roof that's suspended over the ring, is always in place. Whatever's going on in the Kokugikan here, the events here vary quite a bit. You see the wrestlers coming in. Top rank wrestlers are allowed more clothing. Lower rank wrestlers wear lighter, cheaper clothing. Everything is graded according to rank. The shoes that they wear. And they're the wrestlers. They've come in, they've been introduced, they stand in the ring. When the last wrestler comes in, they'll clap their hands, lift their keshomawashi, that's the skirt. Lift their arms up in the air again, turn around and retrace their steps back out of the ring. The Yokozuna, of course, has his own ring entering ceremony. So it's day 6. We've got Kotoryu, low-ranking wrestlers, Jumonji as well, 5 straight wins with Chio Taikai, the Ozeki, also with 5 straight wins. So let's go to the first of our bouts on day 6. Tamarikido fights Tochinohana. This is Tochinohana's 500th pro sumo bout. Been in pro sumo since 1995, but that was another loss for Tochinohana, his 6th loss, so he's having a very bad basho. He's coming up to the midway point, so things getting a bit crucial for him. And that was Tamarikido's 4th win with yorikiri. Now we have Miyabiyama in the green mawashi and Jumonji in the blue. These two have never fought before. Jumonji's got 5 straight wins. Let's see if he can keep his winning streak going. Miyabiyama, much the heavier of the two, about 25 kilos heavier. Driving into him, pushes to the face, pull downs. You can see the alternation there of the push and the pull attacks. Push to the upper body. Jumonji hanging on in there, being driven around the inside circle of the ring. Miyabiyama trying to close him off, tries another slap down, and manages to get behind and pushes him out from behind with okuridashi. Well, Miyabiyama had to work for that one. And Jumonji almost survived. Kasugao fights Asasekiryu. Kasugao with 0 wins. Asasekiryu with 2 wins. Can the Korean on the left there? Well, that's a good recovery there. It looked like he was on a losing streak. He's been driven hard, but he's fighting back, and over goes Asasekiryu. Well, that was very close. It looked like it was all Asasekiryu's, but Kasugao recovered beautifully and did the forearm lock throw, and over went Mongolian Asasekiryu of the Takasago stable. Aminishiki against Iwakiyama. Iwakiyama 177 kilos, Aminishiki 124 kilos, some 50 kilos difference between the two of them. Aminishiki goes for an inside leg grab there against a much bigger wrestler, Iwakiyama. That was enough to destabilize him, and he kept that off-balance position going as he drove him back and out over the edge. Yorikiri win by Aminishiki. Now Mr. Sideburns out next, Toki. He was a man who started sumo, did some sumo at university, but when he came into pro sumo, he started right at the bottom in the Jonakuchi division, which is unusual. He learned his craft from the bottom up in the pro world, as opposed to the amateur world. Well, Toki not doing too well there. Buyuzan came into pro sumo in 1997. Which was some time after Toki drives him out there with oshidashi. Now we have a big weight difference between these two. Kaiho at 128 kilos. Takanotsuru at 175. That's what, 50 kilos difference. Quite a lot when you think about it. Well, the Gyoji there stopped the bout, but the wrestlers didn't quite believe it. Gyoji needs to be a bit more forceful. So Kaiho then comes out, comes in low, stays low. Takanotsuru leaning on him, wrapping his arms round. Kaiho not keeping it open. Takanotsuru trying to lift him, and then puts his hand on the back of Kaiho's head and spins him over with a little bit of pressure on the arm there. You can see Kaiho shaking his left arm as he walked back to his place. The combination of his head being pushed down and his arm being stretched by the much bigger wrestler. So kotenage win there for Takanotsuru, which means noble crane. Crane being the bird, a bit like a stork. The Mongolian now. There's 4 of these Mongolians in Makuuchi division. There are some 32 of them in pro sumo generally, the biggest group of foreigners in Japanese sumo. Kyokushuzan is a resident in Japan, taking out Japanese nationality, which you'll need if he wants to stay in sumo when he retires. If he does well enough, he could become a stable boss. To do that, it has to be a Japanese citizen. So Kyokushuzan lost that one. Shimotori wins it with yorikiri. Second win for Shimotori. Third loss for Kyokushuzan. Now Kotoryu. He's got 5 straight wins. Against Takanonami, he's fought Takanonami 8 times. Takanonami's beaten him 7 times. Takanonami on the left there, very tall wrestler. 1 meter 97 centimeters tall, which is about 6 foot 4 or 5. Weighs 170 kilos, uses his height and his weight very well. Gives you a good example there of the touchy-eye charge. Kotoryu came out like a rocket, jammed his chest into Takanonami, but he jumped the gun, so he had to do it again. And he waits to... So now they're... Well, Kotoryu was first off. That time he was... Then he tries again. Now the judge, the chief judge, is having a go at these wrestlers. He's saying, come on, do it properly. It's one of his functions. The referee can stop the bout. Kotoryu finally comes out. Now Takanonami locks those long arms around. Now that's his trademark. Uses enormous height, wraps his long arms around the opposing wrestler's arms, lifts up so that the arm is jammed under his armpit. And then he just walks them backwards. Takanonami takes his 3rd win, and that was the end of Kotoryu's losing streak. 5 wins and 1 loss. Still doing exceptionally well. In an interview yesterday, he said he was surprised with himself, with his record so far. Now we have Mongolian Kyokutenho against Wakanoyama. Kyokutenho said to be rather a gentle character, scared stiff of his oyakata. But he's a good wrestler, and there you see him disposing of Wakanoyama with ease. The overarm throw there, textbook stuff. Takes his arm over the top, twists, turns, and tips him over. All in a split second. So 4th win for Kyokutenho, and 4th loss for Wakanoyama. There's Takami Sakari off the ring. He wears his specs. Okay, now we have Kotomitsuki. Previous basho had 9 wins, one before that, 8 wins. He's had a lot of injuries. Here against Dejima, who's had almost the same. They're very similar, these two, in many respects. They've both got 1 tournament win, which was both of them some time ago. Both ex-amateur champions, moved into the pro division, starting halfway up the ladder. Quite similar techniques in many ways, very fast off the mark. But it's Dejima there who receives the Atari, and also Kotomitsuki bangs into some camera equipment as he gets drops off the ring. So Dejima takes his 4th win, and that was 4th loss for Kotomitsuki. Now the slow sumo man, Kotonowaka, against Wakanosato. These two have fought 15 times. Kotonowaka's won 9 of them. Takanosato a bit up and down as far as results go, has good bashos and bad bashos. Seems to show a lot of promise, but never quite comes through. Kotonowaka winning there, that's his third win, and Wakanosato takes his third loss. So Kotonowaka winning with yorikiri, force out. And you can see the care that the Tokoyama, that's the barbers, the sumo barbers, take with the hair. It's moulded in the style of a ginkgo leaf. There's the routine. He's got some tsukebito, and he'll be fighting Chiyo Taikai. Chiyo Taikai now is about to fight Tosonoumi. Well, these two have fought 20 times. Chiyo Taikai's won 13 of those 20, so the odds are on the Ozekis looking very good. So far, very fast start. He's well back from the line. He's going to come cracking out once the two harmonise their breathing. That's according to the rules. The referee announces time's up. And got the hands, and there's the heads cracking. So from a Tari slam to pull down, Chiyo Taikai takes two hands up on the back of Tosonomi's neck and drags him down. So that puts Chiyo Taikai now solely in the lead with 6 straight wins. There's the pull down. Chiyo Taikai being careful not to go over the edge as he does the pull and moves back slightly. Takumi Sakari, he'll be coming out to fight Asasekiryu in the concluding bout in the Musubi Ban. There's only a few bouts away, so they're now coming out to take their places. Right now we have Ozeki ranked Musoyama. He's having a bad basho. He's got 4 losses so far. Here fighting Tochinohana. These two have met each other 20 times. In the past, Musoyama's won 15 of those, but he's off his form this basho. Tochinohana, the giant killer, has beaten a lot of Yokozuna and Ozeki ranked wrestlers in the past. Previous basho for Tochinohana had 11 wins. Careful start there, almost looks as though he's going to sidestep Musoyama, but receives the bang, and Musoyama looks as though he's injured his shoulder. So if you can see that, they crack out, heads go into the shoulder. At this point, Musoyama looks all right. But there, at that moment there, you can see his shoulder is paining him. Now, he had a shoulder injury before. In fact, he dislocated it, so maybe that's a repeat of the old injury. Tochinohana takes that one, 3rd win for him, 5th loss for Musoyama. You see the yobidashi, cleaning up the ring between bouts, one of their functions. Referees not only referee, they also do a lot of the clerical work connected with sumo. They record the bouts, they announce the winning move, they write out the banzuke, that's the listings before the event. Here we have Kaiho against Tamanoshima. Kaiho 175 kilos, Tamanoshima 155, some 20 kilos difference. Kaiho's only got 3 wins so far, 2 losses. Not doing too well. Previous basho, of course, he sat out because of injury to his right arm. Tamanoshima there gets slightly turned. Moves into a disadvantageous position, which Kaiho instantly latches onto, keeps him diagonal to himself, and then just moves him out. Yorikiri win there for Kaiho, 4th win for him. 2nd loss for Tamanoshima. Now we have the new Mongolian wrestler, and we have the Japanese wrestler, Takumi Sakari. Well, it must be unnerving to fight him because he gets tremendous support from the crowd. And you can see psyching himself up. It's 140 kilos. 308 pounds, 22 stone of him. Slightly unpredictable movements, totally determined to win. He's got a rather damaged knee, but it's been holding up well for some time now. Asasekiryu with one loss. Looks to me like Takumi Sakari wants to get a Kimboshi. That's a gold star. He wants to take care of this new Yokozuna, show him what it's about. But there it's a Sukuinagi throw. Asasekiryu gets under the armpit of Takumi Sakari and tips him over from that position. Another win for the Yokozuna. 5 wins, 1 loss. And a little bit of prize money. Takumi Sakari looking slightly disappointed there as he comes off. So at the end of day 6, we have in the lead Chiyo Taikai with 6 straight wins. He's the sole leader. Behind him we have, with 5 wins and 1 loss, Asasekiryu. Also along with Asasekiryu, Kotoryu, Hokuto Riki and Jumonji with 5 wins and 1 loss. And then if we look at the Joijin, the top-ranking group, the top group of wrestlers, we have Kaiho with 4 wins and 2 losses, Musayama with 1 win and 5 losses. He's not doing well at all. Wakanosato with 3 wins and 3 losses. Kotomitsuki with 2 wins and 4 losses. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be back soon with days 7, 8 and 9 of the Basho. Join us then. This is Syd Hoare from Osaka. Take care and sayonara.